Hi, it is time for day 7 of the practice of presence. Here we are on day 7, our reading, and then here's our pages to do our journaling. If you have your book, you can follow along. If you would like a book, you can order it here at Balboa Press, or if you're local, you can get it from me. All right, let's get started. Day 7. I am outside today with dogs and neighbors and whoever, so we'll see how it goes. Day 7. Why do we resist the things that we know make us feel better? Yoga always makes me feel centered. It makes me feel like I'm back inside my body and ready to focus. Using essential oils has a similar effect. Some are uplifting, some are calming or balancing. I'm actively and consciously becoming more involved in both things. I'm taking adult yoga teacher training, and I'm a wellness advocate for doTERRA. These are both things I'm consciously and actively interested in exploring and learning their full benefit. I want to use them to help others. However, sometimes at the very moment when I need them, when I need to focus, when I need to be calm, I move away from those things at the exact time when I need them the most. For some reason, I consciously or unconsciously resist them. I don't do my morning yoga that I normally do every single morning. Why? I don't put the essential oils on my body that I normally do every morning. For some reason, when I need their healing benefits more than ever, I don't use them. Why not? I know they're helpful, yet I choose not to do that. Then I wonder why I'm raging inside and unable to sit and write. Why can't I focus? Why am I feeling so scattered? I don't know why I do that. It can take me a while, but eventually I come back to all those things that I know will work. Things that I'm still learning more about, that I want to delve deeper into so I can achieve greater knowledge and healing. Why do we sometimes push away the things that we know can help us in the moments that we need them most? How can we remember to come back to our proven tools? How can we inculcate these wonderful healing elements into our everyday life so on the days when they are most necessary, we'll know we can care for ourselves and then do it? What are your most effective go-to practices and tools that help you feel your best? How can you help yourself remember those things when you need them the most? Sticky notes or phone reminders, daily practice? Think of some ways that you can help yourself remember your tools and helpful habits so that when you need them the most, they're always there to help. So taking a moment to think about that, before we write, what are some of the things that you do every day or when you need to that help you feel your best? Drinking some water, a certain tea, like I mentioned in the book, yoga practice or essential oils. Those are some of my go-to things. But then often when we're feeling like we need them, we can't think like, oh, what could we possibly do? So I have a diffuser. I have several diffusers in rooms in my house, so that helps. I have my oils in different places in my house. There's yoga mats is scattered around my house too. Going on a walk every day helps. I have 2 big dogs, so they help me remember that I need to do that. I have 3 kids, so they help me remember that I need to get outside and moving and active. That helps my body too. So before you start to write, take a few moments and think about your things that help you feel your best, especially on the days when you don't. And then how can you remember those practices when it feels a little bit harder to do that? And maybe just daily practice is the answer. Maybe you feel better when you do your meditation and your journaling every day. So having your book that is 30 days of practice will help you do that. If there's a certain time in your day that every morning when you wake up you do it, or when you sit down with your first cup of coffee, then you do that time. So just having those kinds of tools in our lives and ways that we can remind ourselves to use them, because there's tons of yoga, tons of books, essential oils, but if we're not using them, then that doesn't help us. So just be mindful about what helps you and how you can incorporate that into your day. And feel free to write it on day 7. And I will see you for day 8.